Hello everyone, today I'm working on an Alto Shaam COMBI oven that is not cleaning correctly. As you can see here, it's dirty inside of the cavity. Alright, so let's go over our sequence of operations so we understand what's going on throughout the clean cycle. So we're going to start out in convection mode around 174 degrees, and our Y4 clean pump is going to get activated. Then we're going to bring in some steam on our Y1. And we're going to continue to do that. We're going to let it cool down to 89 degrees. Then we're going to bring some steam back in. And then our cleaning pump will turn on again. Then we're going to steam and back and forth, back and forth. And then as you can see, we're bringing clean water from the Y3 rinse valve. And then we're going to finish our cycle at 203 degrees for the last 7 minutes, and basically all that's going to do is dry out our cabinet so everything will be nice and dry and shiny. Alright, so there's a lot going on there in that chart, so let me just try to visualize this. I don't have the exact drawing, so my apologies for that, but let's just try to make sense of this. So we have a Y2 quenching solenoid that's going to fill up our quenching box right here, and as you saw, the first step was the Y4 clean pump. So it's going to move water from this box. This box must have water in it. It's going to pump it into the cavity. Our fan's going to be moving, so it's going to move the water throughout the cavity. And then we're bringing in our steam solenoid. We're coming through this hose here. Okay, we're going to steam the oven. And we're going to continuously bring on our Y4 and our steam. And then eventually we're going to open up our rinse valve, which is connected into the oven. And that's bringing in fresh water. Because at this point, we're circulating dirty water into the quenching box. So if we keep circulating dirty water, well, obviously, the oven's never going to get clean. So we bring in this Y3 rinse valve, bring in water through the cavity, and that'll help bring fresh water for cleaning. So we're going to go ahead and test all 4 of these solenoids. Now we're going to go test our Y3, which is our rinse valve. This one we need a lot of high pressure. So you can see there the water was coming out really good, and it's right there. It's this center of the 3 solenoids. Okay, we do have power there, and if we follow the hose, it comes into the main manifold, and it's bringing water into the cabinet right by the blower wheel. So we're going to turn off that Y3 solenoid. Let's move on to the next one, Y2, which is our quenching. So that's the one that's going to fill up the box. If we don't have water in the box, well, guess what? The pump can't move any water. And you can see there we do have power. And the easy way to test pressure on this one is we're just going to go look in the drain, because we can't see, because this one doesn't go into the cavity. And as you can see there, we have good flow coming out of that solenoid, which is good news. So we can cross that one off the list. And let's go to our last component, which is our Y4 cleaning pump. Let's fire that up. This is going to pull water from the quenching box. And as you can see, we have no water flowing out of this pump. So this is the pump right here with this green sticker. It comes up through here. We got a little trap here. And then we go through our main manifold, distributing water throughout the cavity. So there's a possibility that this tubing might be plugged. So let's just do a quick voltage check here. 120 volts going to this pump. And as you can see, let me see if I can get this on there properly. We do have power at this pump. So we have an issue with this pump. Alright, so we just want to make sure we have water at the pump. We know because it's quenching, but we definitely have water in there. There may be something blocked in there, some kind of restriction. Alright, so we pulled the pump down. We're going to have to empty the quenching box. Make sure you have a pan to catch the water so you're not making a massive mess. Let's get this drained out. And what we're going to do now is we're going to run our Y4 pump. And we're just going to visually see, is the impeller rotating? And as you can see, it is not moving. Okay, I did confirm voltage to this. It was just impossible for me to hook up my meter and show that. So I do always confirm voltage with my meter. I don't just use that magnetic field detector. And we'll see here if we can get it kind of moving. I cannot get it moving. There's nothing stuck in there either. So I have the pump replaced. So our quenching box is empty at the moment. Okay, so we're going to fill up the quenching box with our Y2 solenoid. And how we know the quenching box is full is we're going to wait till water comes down this drain. And with the power of editing, look at that. We have water finally coming out of our drain pipe. That means our quenching box is full. That means we can now run our Y4 pump. All right, so we're back in the relay mode here. We're going to activate our Y4 pump. And as you can see, look at the water flow. So this part's really important because we need high water flow. You may have a pump that's working, but it's not moving enough water. Okay, so in this case, we have good flow. We have no restriction through any of this piping. Okay, this part's very important. Like I said, the water pressure on all the solenoids, very important. You may have just a trickling or half the capacity of the water flow on that rinse valve. So it's very important that we make sure we know how much water has to come out of these pumps and valves. And we're going to jump into a cleaning cycle. We've completed it. Look at that. Our oven is nice and clean. We're good to go.